Live passionately. Live in the present moment. Showed up like a man. Showed up like you have nothing to lose. And showed up like this is the only day that you can ever live. Why? Because when you know you don't have much time on earth, when you know that this is maybe the only chance that you can ever do the things you want to do, then you will appreciate everything, even the mundane, the boring moment that you normally complain, that you normally ignore. All of a sudden, everything becomes valuable. All of a sudden, you want to live in the moment. So if we can carry this mindset of showing up passionately in each moment, you then will appreciate life more and focus more on the positivity instead of focusing on what you don't have, what you lack, the things that you haven't accomplished. Sometimes we're so busy worrying about many things that may or may not happen, may or may not ever arrive. And those worries take away joy and passion from you. When you worry too much, you act weak, with low confidence, low energy, and enthusiasm. As a result, you'll less likely achieve your goals and have more tendency to give up. Instead of enjoying dinner with your family, you're thinking about what to do later, what to do tomorrow, what assignments you have to get done tonight, when is this dinner over, when is she gonna text me back, when is my friend gonna call me back, so on and so on. You basically left the present moment because you're too busy focusing on something else besides the present moment. Instead of enjoying a walk in the park, you worry about a conversation with your boss, with your sibling, with your friends, and you left the present moment. As a human being, it's so easy to focus on the next things, to focus on something we want to accomplish next. But by doing so, we unconsciously leave the present moment. We unconsciously live somewhere in the future versus the only moment that ever exists is right now. To live passionately, we must learn and constantly remind ourselves to live in the present moment. The reason it's hard for many to be present is because they constantly worry about the past and fear of the future. This is very common and could be understandable. We're wired to want certainty, to know things will happen in our control in a certain way. We want to know in advance. And when we don't know something in advance, we try our best to seek that certainty. Growing up, no one really tells you what it means or what exactly to live in the present moment. Most people live in the past. How do I know? They consistently act according to who they believe they were yesterday. If they're not a confident person yesterday, they will act like a person with low confidence today. If they failed yesterday, they will believe that they're still a failure and will act consistently with that belief. They unconsciously let the past define who they should be. The key word is unconsciously. They don't know why they behave that way, and perhaps they never question it anyway. So until you become conscious, your life will never change. That's why self-awareness is so important and powerful. And the same thing when you have self-awareness about living in the present moment. When you catch yourself thinking about the past or worrying about the future, you then remind yourself that, hey, the only moment that ever matters is right now. We go on that vacation, but we only worry about what we're gonna do when we get home. Who are we gonna talk to next when we get home? What am I gonna do at work when I get home? It's so funny, we keep thinking about sometime in the future and then we start worrying about some uncertainty that may or may not even happen. I feel guilty of this too. There's so many times that I'm constantly thinking about the future, worry about what to do next. What should I prepare myself now? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that we shouldn't plan. Plan is great, but worrying about the future is a different story. Worrying versus planning, they are both different. We have to know the difference. But I'm getting better at reminding myself to live in the present moment. It's like when I go dancing, and if I dance with a hot girl, while I still dancing, I want to know that, oh, will I get her number? Will I ask her out after this dance? Instead of just enjoying the dance with her, I often see myself worrying about, oh, what if she leaves me after this? What if she's not into me after this? What if she rejects me when I ask for her phone number? Like so many worried thoughts in my mind. But what I recently realized that if I just live in the present moment and just enjoy the dance without worrying about what may or may not happen and be totally okay with whatever outcome, with whatever scenario will happen, then things will often turn out better for me. And that's what I want you to embrace this mindset as well. To focus living in the present moment and totally let go of the need to know what may happen, to totally let go of the control of wanting to happen in certain ways. Just do your best in the present moment and let life take care of itself. Don't get caught up too much about the future. When you do your best in the present moment, things will somehow work out. You have the passion within yourself. The passion that I'm referring to is more about the energy and the enthusiasm within you. For some reason, many people nowadays have already lost that passionate living. They gone through some life struggles, and instead of growing stronger from it, they let life beat them up and give up. It's a sad reality. What's the point of living if you lose that passion within you? No matter how tough the adversity that you're going through right now, please never lose your passion for life. Never lose hope. Never let life keep you down there forever. Don't just show up passionately when you're winning. No, show up passionately even when you fail, even when you didn't succeed yesterday. So what? Showed up again with fresh, new energy and even more passionately. It's so easy to stay down there. It's so easy to tell yourself that I was a loser yesterday, so I'm not able to show up energetically. It's so easy to rationalize and tell yourself that, but that's how life works. It will constantly throw curveballs at you, but it is an external factor. What really matters in the end is your attitude. It's how you determine to show up again. Don't lose the passion for life. Don't let failure define you. Don't let setbacks define you. I know, I get it. It's so easy to get caught up in worries, troubles, arguments, sadness, loss, confusion, loneliness, things you haven't accomplished, and so on. We often tell ourselves that when things get settled out, when things get better, when I get what I want, then all showed up confidently, energetically, and passionately. We're constantly chasing the next best things. But life doesn't always happen that way. We'll always have problems, and there will be always curveballs that happen in our lives. So waiting until you achieve everything in order to feel awesome and passionate will never exist. You may wait forever, So start showing up passionately and energetically today, right now. Don't wait for some time in the future. Enjoy each moment, even the moment when you're by yourself, when you do nothing and just reflect on life. You don't have to wait for that big miracle moment to happen in order to feel happy, in order to feel joyful. No, you don't have to. Even in the boring day-to-day, learn to find a joy in each simple moment. The main message that I hope you can take away from this episode is to live in the present moment. We all want success. We all want to be better than anybody else. We want to experience everything life has to offer. But in the end, we are all gonna die. Nobody can escape death. So what really matters is the feelings that you experience in each present moment. Life itself is priceless, and each moment matters. Please take this to heart, because it could really change the way you approach each interaction. Show up with everything you have, with your heart, soul, and mind. Show the world your unique passion, determination, and love. It is very attractive. And my dear friend, when you live passionately and appreciate each moment, great things will happen for you. Hey, thank you for listening to my podcast. If you got any value out of it, appreciate your ratings and reviews. That means the world to me. My hope is that no matter what you go through in life, have faith and never stop believing in yourself. And until next time, always be your awesome, badass, authentic self.